This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So this is Karlissa's live from yesterday. She revealed that Nevaeh's baby is due on her birthday, which is August the 22nd. She gave her opinion on the John Doe coming forward and claiming Solar Porter. She was shocked that Nevaeh had been with 3 guys in 3 months. And she said this is karma for Blueface because he called her, that garden tool. So now Karlissa is saying there's a possibility there could be 3 baby daddies for Nevaeh. And she's mad that he still hasn't shared her book. And she speaks on Nevaeh's mom taking a picture in Javaughn's bed. Karlissa said she was never being negative about Chrisean's boxing. She said her message was don't underestimate your opponent. And she was saying that Blueface and the other guy has to go 50-50 on taking care of Nevaeh, buying her donuts and such until they find out who the father is. So guys, check this out.
This calls for a celebration. Hold on, I'm a little ashy. All right. Ugh, don't you hate when the lip gloss tastes nasty? So I woke up this morning and I said, girl, don't you get on this internet and start nothing. She's up again. But I just want to say that you guys have to be nice to your parents. Let me tell you why. Jonathan and Andre be talking so much about me. Then they be out here with these girls thinking they better than me. Thinking they done did something. She got a degree. She got this. She got that. You need to do this. You should have did that. You ain't this kind of mama. You ain't that kind of mama. Child, I'm sitting over here with my husband just laughing my off. Do you hear me? Love him dearly, but child, honey. Have y'all noticed that all these kids is due on my birthday? Has anyone paid attention? Dre's kids, Blue's kids, all due on my birthday? I just think that just baffles me that they ain't getting it. Oh, honey, they getting all that coming back, honey. Hard as I worked, girl. Anyway, the new baby due on my birthday. That's why she ain't told y'all the due date yet. So if we want to know if the baby is Jonathan's, all we got to do is count the due dates. If they due on my birthday, they probably his. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? She ain't told y'all the actual due date, but the actual due date, and her mama told me. I heard it out the horse's mouth. The baby due on my birthday. So y'all know what she gonna be doing around that day. The same thing Jaden did. The same thing Andre baby mama did. Wife, whatever. They get to jogging around trying to have them babies late or be still so the baby don't come out on my birthday. It don't matter if they come out on my birthday. The point is they do on my birthday. They do on August the 22nd. And Chrisean just held hers in for 2 weeks. She knew what she was doing, honey. She said it's coming in August at all. But anyway, it's the whole thing is interesting. I'm watching it, you're watching it, we're watching it. And all my blood tests came back who they were supposed to be. So they mama. But this they got going on, honey. I'm sitting back looking at them like, Chris Brown would never. I'm sitting back like all my blood tests came back on the money. Okay. I wouldn't have got a blood test if I wasn't 100% sure for the doctor to tell me that ain't my baby or that ain't they baby, and they got to go running up and down the Jerry Springer hallway. But I'm gonna start reading some of these comments as soon as I just put my opinion on the line. Now, Jonathan, this is why I teach you to tell the truth. Because they can't bust you out right now and be like, he's a liar. No, you told them the truth, right? You told her the truth. And now that you done found out that she lied to you and you know the truth about her, don't you feel better about yourself? All these All these is tricks. Pick the highest bidder, okay? Pick the best one. That's all you could do, baby. You tried to let them make you feel some type of way about Stunner Girl, then turned around and found out they getting more than Stunner Girl. You let them tell you, oh, she was on the blade, shit, she was getting paid. They getting rocked for free. I ain't saying it's all right at all by any means. It's very ungodly. But I'd rather be a delivered up than a delivered. You just had 3 in back to backs. Now I done heard of 2. I done heard of 2 in 3 months, but 3? Three's a crowd. Three's a crowd, and if y'all doing 3 in 3 months, y'all some hot. And you women's. Now I done seen men's do 3 in 3 months, 3 in 3 days, but women's. That's what he get. This what he get. When you call your mama, you gonna get tricked by every hoe in the book. And you cursed yourself when you called your mama. Not every woman you talk to gonna be a goddamn, because your mama ain't never been no. So she got 3 baby daddies. She got 3 this, 3 that. I had 3 husbands. I was trying to get it right. Y'all just having 3 in 3 months. Y'all getting down out of here, huh? Y'all just got here getting dick. Not Jaden. Not Callie. I raised them, honey. They don't need no at all. They don't need no at all. They over there playing patty cake with their kids. So whenever, if you ever can't find one that ain't out here getting down, Jaden only got her toes sucked. That's all I seen her do on the show, right, babe? All she got was her toes sucked last episode. That's all I seen. So I mean, if that's what you looking for, you already got that. But now, if you looking for somebody that know how to slob down on their knees and get down, you got to keep. You can't be complaining about these. What you looking for, baby? That's what you're looking for. You gonna get what you're looking for. 3 in 3 months. That's a back to back. So now I'm trying to figure out, is it a possibility that it's 3 baby daddies? Because they sending me a lot of content. And I just don't know what to say, Jonathan. This baby could come out black skin, dark skin, African. I don't know. But I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray about it. I hope Solar is a porter. Because if not, you just have to try again. Because Jaden ain't having no more kids. Do you know how bad that would be for him? And I don't think you can get no blood test on the first day. You can't stick no baby on the first day, can you? You're going to have to wait a while. You're going to have to wait about 3-4 months. You're going to have to play daddy until you find out. I mean, he need to hurry up and apologize for calling his mama up. And did he apologize for that yet? Because I know he apologized for some stuff, but I think he got out of jail and called me a new. And then he been surrounded by him. He been surrounded by the 5150s. He done been surrounded by some, and he's sitting up there thinking, child, you need to apologize real quick to get that up off you, okay? And you need to share that book for one of these take you for all you got. That's all I'm saying. Can't grandmas tell if the child is theirs? I had a dream about a little girl. I didn't have no dream about a little boy, so I don't know. Unless she tricking him and telling him it's a boy, so he'll be all excited. Because you know how we got to do, honey, for the whole month. If we having a girl, we got to tell them it's a boy. Y'all ever did that? Did when it come out, be like, oh, wow, y'all got it wrong. Girl, don't tell no man you having a girl if you want a good pregnancy. You got to tell him you having a boy. I sit down with her and lay up with her the whole 9 months. Can't wait to be the daddy. But if you tell him it's a girl, honey, he don't give a. You think he want a girl? Girl, Journey got him scared of girls. Journey got him scared of girls, honey. He over there praying every night about that. He just acting hard. Yeah, he was happy to have Journey because he already had a boy and now he got a girl. But now, after that, ask all these that keep on having all these kids. Cam, Nick Cannon, who else? Chris Brown. They shooting for a whole bunch of boys. Okay, they trying to be NBA young boy. They want a whole bunch of boys. Girl, he's scared of Journey. He said that's little Karlissa, honey. Coming back in the flesh. Following behind her and she walking off and she ain't but 3 years old and got this begging it, come on, Journey, please. Come on, Journey, please. He don't show y'all that part. All I'm saying is be careful what you say to your mama, because if you call your bag full of, that's all I'm saying. I ain't laughing at him because he's my son and I love him, but he needs to hurry up and apologize quickly, because your mama ain't never been no. Mm-mm. Every blood test I took came back right, or I wouldn't have took the. I would have just kept. I would have just kept saying I don't know what you're talking about. If he wanted, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's really, really rethinking how he did, how he tried to do. Because you know how we do at home, girl. We throw salt on the bad. They done threw salt on Stunner Girl, all of them. Oh, she's a hoe. She's a criminal. And then lo and behold, he finding out all the same about everybody else. Now, if you don't want a home to your baby mama before she start home, okay? And if you do want to pick a high, get you a high, okay? Get you. You ain't got to do too much for. Because who wants a you got to pay for? Ooh, child, honey. They running around with these men, honey. They coming out the woodwork. And now, if I had a whole line of men coming out the woodwork, I wouldn't have became famous. I would have just kept my on the low. You see, they try him and Dre try to call me out, but everybody they complaining about been my whole husband. Why is the mama in Javaugh bed? I don't think there's nothing wrong with nobody sleeping in the kid's bed. What I think is wrong is when you see an evil that posted. Why would you show the kids that you in their bed?
You taking pictures in the little boy's room. Go to hell, Jessica. I took that picture on purpose because I knew the reaction it was going to get.
That's the weirdest I've ever seen in my life. It's like, why would you? But y'all see, they done upgraded them covers over there, honey. Because Jonathan, no, I don't buy no bull. I can't sleep in no bull. They done upgraded them covers over there. I was more about the covers, okay? I was more, my son had that covers over there, okay? Because I know I done taught Jaden better than that. But she said she didn't leave that shit there. But it looked like he done went to the comforter store and upgraded the comforter in the pillowcases. Girl, I was so that like I done raised you better than that. You slept on 600 threads. Why in the hell is you over there with them polyester sheets? And who the net mismatched pillowcases? Y'all over there calling these, and I'm over there talking about them trifling trailer park covers. How the y'all sleep like that? Oh, and another thing that I wanted to say too. Why somebody was over there saying that I was being negative about Chrisean boxing match. I was never being negative. I was being positive in the aspect of the same thing I would have told one of my own kids. Never underestimate your opponent was my message. And y'all missed the whole message. Talking about I said she couldn't fight. I done got hit by it before. I know she could fight. So why would I sit up here and say y'all over there lying on them tabloids again, talking about I said that girl couldn't fight? Y'all love to keep going, and then the weird grown people that's supposed to be with her that's continuing to lie, and I know you over her already, and you can probably continue into, and you pretending to be over there like you belong over there. Don't let me have to tell her. Keep my name out your mouth. I did not say anything negative about her. I said, don't underestimate your opponent. It's the same I would have told one of my own kids. Okay? Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest too while we was talking about them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because they out there talking about Karlissa was being negative. And that wasn't one negative thing that I say. Y'all told her to smoke and drink while pregnant. Remember when I said don't, and y'all said don't listen to her? She just jealous of you. She just don't want you to shine. I'm the one who took her to Baddies. Remember? I'm the one who tried to help her shine. Oh, Jesus, I can't stand y'all sometimes when y'all be just making up. Anyway, we ain't talking about that. I just wanted to clear that up. But shout out to her for the win. Good job. Keep going. Power to the people. If you don't like what I'm talking about, little girl, get the off my live before you don't be allowed back. You can't control what I say. You should know that by now. My own kids can't control what I say. Next person try to tell me what to say when it's 5 million over here on my page and not on your page watching your live right now. Okay, I'm talking to you, sister. Also, mind your business. Okay, this not your live. Go do your church live. Okay, I'll be over there. But don't get on here. If I want to address something, I'm going to address it. I'm not afraid to talk about whatever and whoever and whenever or however I feel like it. This my page. This what it's for. I don't tell y'all what to talk about on y'all goddamn page. Okay? So if I want to address something, I'm going to address it. Now don't come, the next person that come over here, I usually don't block people for talking. If you want to call me fat, funky, ugly, your kids is trifling, I only block people when they tell me that I don't love my kids or I want to have two of my kids. But from now on, I'm gonna block somebody that try to tell me who and when to talk. Okay, this ain't your platform. When you build your platform and I see how you work then I might listen to you. Okay, I don't give a fuck if it's my mama. You can't get on here and tell me what to talk about on this platform. I built this platform. You didn't. She posting at Blues like how. Oh, that's what I was saying. I don't condone in the mama posting the kids' room. She could have posted anywhere in the house. You see the last lady that posted up in the kids' room doing the twerking. We ain't never seen that again. We don't know where she went, right? So Jonathan ain't gonna let you disrespect no kids. So just be cautious of her mama ain't never been disrespectful to him. She tried to check me, but you know you can't check me. You can't check me. You could ask me, you could tell me, but you can't check me. She tried, so I got her together real quick. Okay. But posting up in somebody's kid's bed is disrespectful to the core. Okay. Especially if the sheets is up. I'm not staying the night over nobody's house if the sheets ain't right. Okay. When I moved in there, Jaden got me special sheets. Tell your daughter to get you some special sheets, buy another bed, do something. Don't be posting up in nobody's kid's bed. Especially if the mama don't like you. Disrespectful and weird as hell. Yeah, like why? You could have posted up butt naked on the pool table to go viral. You trying to Jaden off, and that ain't gonna Jaden off. She gonna round up y'all off and tell him y'all gotta go. So do good, okay? Do good by her. Cause you see when she told him I gotta go. just do the right thing when it comes to her and her kids so that y'all don't have no problems. That's all I'm saying. It's okay, like I told everybody. If there ain't nowhere else to sleep and people don't be wanting you to sleep, you can't sleep on my couch. Everybody don't let you sleep on their couches. You don't got to post that you up in the kid's bed. I don't think there's nothing wrong with sleeping in the bed. I think you'd being weird if you post sleeping in the bed because we shouldn't know you sleeping in her kid's bed. We shouldn't know that the new grandbaby's mama is up over there in the kid's bed. We should not know that. That's starting off on the bad foot. And starting off on the bad foot and Jonathan see you being playing with some kids, you won't be loud back there because you see the other mama couldn't come over there at all. So don't mess it up to where you can't come kick it. That's what you don't want to do. Right off rip, the first thing you think to do is post up in the kid's bed. She want to show she was out the trailer park. Oh, I don't know about all that. I just know that you need to do the right thing. I'm not posting in no kid's bed. I'm not doing that. Even if they is my grandkids, I'm not gonna post sleeping in their bed. You could have went down there and got butt naked when wasn't nobody home, got on that pool table and went viral. But to be posting in some kid's bed, that lady should have told you, don't do that. That's his kid's bed. But they don't like to show respect. That's why it be a problem. Then when it be a problem, y'all be like, oh, Karlissa, you don't like nobody. You don't like nobody because you want your son. No, I want everybody. If I see you moving weird and it's towards one of my grandkids, I don't give a. And y'all should know by now. It's been 4-5 years. I don't give a what y'all say. Why the mama ain't at work? Maybe she on vacation down here to see her pregnant daughter. She might be on vacation. Her daughter pregnant. Now how her mama look albino? She white. She need to make her daughter go home. Blue did all that with her mom there. What'd he do? I want to know what he did. What'd he do? A man came out and the man said, "This my baby." It could be my baby too. That's what the man said. Okay, now if you slept with the man, let's do the math, lady, because we done all been in a jam with the math before. Don't get on here acting bougie. You done been in a jam with the math before. I don't know about 3 jams, but at least, you know, your neighbor, your bestie, and you know what I'm saying? We all got one. What had happened was the man popped out. He said it could be my baby. And that's what men's supposed to do, because if it could be their baby, they don't want another trying to be their baby daddy. Now, obviously, when Chrisean was over there when they first got out, we know she wasn't there on them days, right? Because Chrisean was not letting her come over there on them days. On how many days was Chrisean there? 3 days after he got out. So we know all the way up until like the 6th. He got out on the 3rd. We're going to do the math together. Everybody get their pencils out. He got out on the 3rd. Chrisean kicked everybody out. Everybody. Me, the kids, everybody for 3 days and 3 nights, okay? That was like around the 6th. I think his dad said he was done doing the visit with Chrisean Jr. around the 6th or the 7th. He was ready to go spend time with his kids. At which point he went over Jaden's house, or no, my house. So it had to be after that. So we looking around at least after the 15th, right? The man said he was with her in September or October. When did the man say he was with her? So if she had that baby, let's say October, let's see, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. If she had that baby anywhere in the month of July, it's going to be a problem. Now, if she had that baby in the early August, it's still a problem. But if she had that baby on my birthday, she might be in the clear. Anytime my birthday or after my birthday, she might be in the clear. Because she was with Jonathan on the coming home party. Because remember, she fell on me and we got into it. Remember that? She fell on my back and then we got into it. And I wanted to smack out of her for jumping on my back. But, you know, I understand. I've been around a lot of groupies before growing up. And Jonathan got mad at me because I didn't want her on my back. That was strike 1. Because why are you jumping over a gate at all if this your, like, just wait for him to come pull you through the crowd. That's how I used to do. I didn't go to nobody. I made sure we made eye contact and then you come get me. But jumping over the thing was like, out of all the people to jump on, you jump on me. So that was strike 1 for me. Then the response when my son didn't know she jumped over a gate, that was 2, because you could have said, you know what, that was all my bad. I shouldn't have been jumping over the gate. Your mama's already on 10. She don't like nobody. She don't with none of us. She didn't want me jumping on her on no gate. So that was her right. She should have spoke up on that was the second thing. That was strike 2 for me. And then strike 3 was when she wanted an apology, knowing that she already started all this from the gate. I don't know if she wanted the apology or he wanted the apology, but she still should have corrected him. And this ain't nothing. This is stuff I done told her to herself on the phone. I ain't telling no business I ain't already wouldn't tell her. So that's why I feel some type of way about how she handled things. Like she want to be doing too much. And if you doing that to me, you gonna do that to his daughter, and that's gonna cause problems later. Because if you can't respect me, you ain't gonna be able to respect Journey. And if you can't respect Journey, that come with a whole lot of other bullshit. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. So when you get ready to be dealing with John, if you can't handle me and you already know she act just like me times 10, that's gonna be a problem. And it's a whole bunch of us that's gonna ride for Journey on the drop. So you might want to rethink things and start learning how to. And John need to use me as practice. Because if they can't handle me, they're not gonna be able to handle her, and that's gonna be a problem. You know that's gonna be a problem. So when he telling on the public like, oh, you need to apologize to my baby mama. You don't even know if this your baby mama. Why should I apologize? Now you look again. That's why I'm saying when people come at your mama, you supposed to tell them, oh, you got to work that out with her. I don't got nothing to do with that. If you got to come in and save them, that's a problem. Am I right, ladies? Because all of us got mouth, but with our mother-in-law, we don't play that. We don't do no jumping on her, no jumping on the back of her on no club, no none of that shit. We don't do that. And if it's an accident, we clear that up. We don't be expecting our mother-in-law to bend over backwards for us, looking crazy. Then now the man done popped out and said his mama might be the mother-in-law. Now the man done popped out the woodwork. You looking crazy. You want me to bow down to you don't even talking about your baby mama. Now you don't even know if it's your baby mama. You over there doing the calculations, talking about your user. Come on now. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I made this live for him, because he did the same thing with that last one. Remember? He did the same thing with that last one. And now look, I'm not saying it ain't his baby. I'm just saying I haven't got no tino nino 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 yet. And somebody else just popped out and said it was their baby. And he said apologize to his baby mama. And now we 5, 6, 7 months into the pregnancy. We don't know how many months into the pregnancy. And he don't know. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, that had to be hurtful for you to playing the stepdaddy to another man's kid. He treating her and the kids, pretty decent. They in the house. He making sure she fed, she clothed. Making sure that she having a comfortable pregnancy, comfortable as he could make it, because he didn't want no baby. Not with her, he didn't. And now he here and he handling his responsibilities. Now a whole nother grown man that look like him. They all got it tight. They all look like him. And then this man jumps out of the nowhere talking about that's his baby, and the baby ain't even here yet. So the baby, she know the baby gonna come out looking like him, even if it is the other guy baby, because they look just alike. Didn't that guy look just like Blue and paying all her bills? Now that said, it's his baby. He needs to start chipping in. We need to talk to him. Where he at? We need you to start contributing 50-50, and then if it ain't yours, we'll give it back. That's how that go. If you want me to ask him, Jonathan, for the money, I will ask him, okay? Because he said it's his baby. That's what I'm gonna tell. That's what you tell them child support people too. He said you show him that goddamn video. He said that's his baby, and he need to be paying 50-50. He owe us a check right now. That man owe us a check, Jonathan. You want me to go get it, or you want him to ask him yourself? Okay, we need to ask him what days is his gonna be his visitation. She need to live over there half of the month, half of the pregnancy, and she need to live over your house for half of the pregnancy. Just in case. She might be right. But we all know just because you miss your period don't mean sometimes we have a period, ladies. Hello. Sometimes we be pregnant for a whole month and still have 2 periods. So I know I done taught Jonathan better than to be paying attention to some goddamn periods. I know I done taught Jonathan. I had like 2, 3 periods. It was 3 months pregnant. Sometimes women still had a period. But he up over there looking like he don't know no better. I said, Jonathan, you know people have periods. It don't go by the period. It go by when the baby get here. The sonogram a little bit. But it go by when the baby get here. Because sometimes they tell you do on August 22nd and you around and keep the baby in for 2 weeks, and now they got to take the baby out because he's staying in there too long. They don't know. You're not going to know if that's your baby until he old enough to get a blood test for you to figure that out. That's when you will find out if that's your baby or not. And I believed her up until that man came up on the internet and started talking his business. I believe her. I still believe her. She might know. But she might think she know, and then you know how it go, ladies. If you've been with that other, and that's this within 30 days together, it's a high possibility. It's a high frequency possibility that the solar might be off. So we just gotta wait till the baby get here. I'ma know by the ears, and I'ma know by the feet for sure. The feet, if the feet's up, is his. Okay, that's all I know. The feet is up. If the ears is big, if the nose is big, I'ma know. But I do think that the other man that spoke up need to help you pay for her housing right now. And her food intake and her donuts. And I think he needs to contribute. Y'all need to go 50-50, do the rock, paper, scissors. Who got her this week? Who got her next week? Y'all need to share this experience and this responsibility. Because what you don't want to do is rob nobody of their responsibility. Okay? Now, if it might be his baby, he need to start chipping the phone in too. He saw the ultrasound. The baby got a big nose and long legs and feet. I don't know how tall is the other guy. We gotta wait. We gotta wait till we clock in all. You see what I'm saying? Because they all got this little slope nose like my daddy right here. This little slope. You know, the one we try to put the makeup on right here. He got the little slope. And all, look at Jonathan's kids, okay? All of them. I ain't want to put your business out there about your kids, but they all got a crooked nostril. One of them is like this. Look at Jonathan. They all got that crooked. One side is leaning on the kickstand, okay? They all got that crooked nostril. So we got to look at the nostril. We got to look at the hands. Him and his daddy's hands is identical. Their hands is identical. They say the baby, so that comes from their family. They I don't know how his white Caucasian side came with that. Maybe the daddy, I don't know. But if they say the baby already got the baby already in there. They say they seen it on the sonogram, so that's a high indication. But that could be any in the streets could have a big pee. So we just gonna have to wait till we see them toes. If that middle toe is bent slightly to the right, look like it got a knuckle in it. If that middle toe is up, girl, it's his. So we got to look at the toes, we got to look at the hands, and we got to look at to see if that nostril is crooked. Go look at Journey and Javaugh, and go look at Jonathan. His is real bad. Javaugh for sure got it. It looked like this. It's a handicap nose. It's on the kickstand like this. Why is her mom staying there? She pregnant. Don't your mama stay with y'all when y'all pregnant? Don't your mama come check on you when you pregnant? Especially if she see people on the internet making fun of her. She might need to come check on her baby. I would feel some type of way if she didn't come check on her. Because, honey, somebody gonna help me take care of these kids. I ain't finna do it by myself. He told her she overstayed her welcome. I keep telling him, you got to... She ain't overstay her welcome. She be going home sometime. She said she got a home somewhere. She just ain't showed us. But she said she be going home sometime. Your husband in the room, go tend to him. Do you have a husband? Yes, we're getting ready to go. He's having my pool put in, so we're getting ready to go get the estimate right now. See what he working with. See how the bank feel about him putting a pool in. She trying to control Jonathan, and she talks crazy to him and his house that he's paying the bills. That her mom should take her back home. Well, now that the man popped out of the woodworks, I would take my daughter back home for sure. And I'm gonna tell you why, because y'all ain't finna mistreat my baby, and it done came out that it's a high possibility that another nigga's the baby daddy. She need to go be mad at that man. That's who I would be mad talking shit to. I would make him do a public service announcement. But I don't know. They said then another one popped out, so and the other one was looked like her. So I don't know. I'm gonna sit here just like y'all and wait, honey, and get me some of that DNA when the baby get here and he big enough. Okay. I'm starting to see that Jonathan's not responsible enough for this bloodline and this family. I'm gonna have to do it myself. And if anybody got a problem with you getting some DNA or a blood test, shame on them, because wouldn't they want to know who their baby daddy is for real, so that they could tell them? Really? Like if a girl get mad because you did a blood test on a kid, like I would never get mad if somebody did a blood test on my kid. I got 3. Send me that goddamn money. And all of them was yours. No, we didn't get to watch the fight. We was at the birthday party. We was having a family reunion. But we seen all the clips. She did her thing. You was at work. You ain't watch it all. You was at work? Mm-hmm. Y'all heard? She got a good right hand. Yeah, that's the one she knocked my goddamn brains loose with. I see now. Yeah, now you see talking about why you ain't get up and get her. Why you ain't get up and get her? I don't know why they think we hate Chrisean over here. We do not hate her. We didn't have a good run with her, but we did not hate her. We want her to do well. We want her to do well for her baby, just like most normal, sane people that got kids. We don't want to see her out on the street and ain't got nowhere for the kid and all of that. We want to see her do well for her baby. Now, if she didn't have no baby, I'd probably be like, but she got a whole kid. Girl, when I see a lady with a kid walking down the street with a stroller, I pulls over and get a ride. And then I'll be like, what's the baby daddy number so I can call this? When I see a lady with a stroller walking down the street, I pulls over and give her a ride. I care about single mothers. I want all y'all to do good so these kids can do good. She got a house. Congratulations. Now we all got one. Everybody got one now. Congratulations. Jonathan did a good job for everybody. Everybody got one now, okay? Her sisters, his baby mamas. Everybody good now. He did a good job getting everybody together. Everybody. Shout out to Jonathan. You're not even claiming your grandson. I have never denied any of my grandkids. So you see how you about to get kicked out the group chat? I have never denied any of my grandkids. Even if I don't know if they mine and to say they mine, I'm still gonna say they mine until she showed me that they not mine. Now see, we know I got Jonathan's my chart, so we know that's not true. So you have a good day. Yeah, we not, and I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. We're not about to have nobody in here saying no weird, speaking no weird over nobody. Go speak that over your mama. He ain't due for bring them down. They brought themselves down. Do y'all not see that he's not the only one chiming in on here? It's 3, 4, 5 other chiming in on here about these women. It's 3, 4, 5 other chiming in on here. What is y'all talking about? I could see if Jaden was talking. It's 3, 4, 5 for each on here to talk about how they feel about these same people that y'all ain't never met in y'all goddamn life. Okay? Now Nevaeh got 3 people on here talking. The other girl had 3 people on here talking. At least they getting houses out the deal. What the? Y'all ain't grateful for nothing. Do you want to be Blue's next baby mama? Is she talking to y'all or me? I don't want to be nobody's baby mama. I'm a wife. It's a different. She got to go. I mean, much love, blessings to you and your husband today. Thank you. Appreciate that. We're actually getting ready to go have view our pool that they have designed for us. So we're on our way to a little screening. Shout out to Mr. Sappho. I love you too, Mama Sita. I mean, I just feel bad for him because I know he's so disappointed. Like, he looking at her like, I sat up there and dogged my mama and had my mama about to apologize to you talking about my baby mama and you might not be my baby mama. That has to be ultimately excruciating to find out. Like, that's why you don't ask. No, if your mama give you the wink, back in the day, if I raise my eyebrow, they know. They be whooped now. They don't be paying attention to nothing. And I don't care if I like the girl at the beginning, but if I do this halfway through, that mean that trick both of us. Run. No, they want to get stuck there forever. Oh, now we gotta. Come on now. When Nevaeh was already calling me when my son was in jail, I just don't tell him everything. She was already calling me when he was in jail. She was already upset about Angela and in that process. So I already kind of knew, like, okay, this is going to be a problem because if you got a problem with Angela and Angela is the only one helping him, I mean, is you really here for him or are you really here for yourself? Because if she the only one helping him and you can't help him, if that's what you're saying, or you don't want to help him, you should appreciate the person that's helping him. That's unconditional love, for even if it's just a friend, not a you want to be with. Like, so I already seen the like, oh, and you know, Jonathan is not ready to sit down and settle down with nobody, or he would sit down and settle down with Jaden. That's the love of his life. Okay, he would sit down with Jaden if he was ready to sit down. He's not ready to sit down. He ain't gonna. He told my husband back when he probably ain't gonna be ready till he like 40 years old. She has nothing to offer. She sings. She says she been singing since she was a little girl. She trying to get her. She did tell me that. Why is you laughing? I mean, why would you with it like like that's not ready? Do all of this. Everybody has to know. Like, okay, you coming with something. And you can't be mad as a woman. You can't be mad. You like, okay, get your up. Do what you gotta do. You know, you can't be mad. She sings. She been singing. She said since she was a little girl. So Jonathan is her next ticket. I mean, it worked for Rock. So it worked for Rock. It worked for Tasiki. It worked for, you know what I mean, people that got talent. So if you feel like you got talent and you feel like you want to use him for that, I was the main one. Remember, y'all, I told Chrisean, I said use Blue. Don't get serious with him because he not like that. And Jaden is at home waiting. I said, use him, get where you going, because you obviously, you know what I'm saying? You obviously got some talent. Use what you want, get what you got to get, and keep it pushing. No, y'all want to do the whole, I'm his whole mama, and I'm giving you I'm giving you the green light to use my son. You know what I'm saying? I see you need things. I see you, you know what I'm saying? You like he is, like you the person in the family that gotta go put everybody on. Okay, do what you gotta do, get what you gotta get, but don't do all this and all that. That's not a good look. Do it, then they get mad at me. Oh, you just want him to be with Jaden. No, he said he wanted to be with Jaden. I'm telling you what I know. But you want to do what you want to do what you gotta do. That's not going to turn out good for you because the Bible tells us you can't just come steal somebody. You can't just, it don't turn out good for concubines. I try to tell y'all that, but y'all don't never want to listen to me. Y'all be thinking I be negative and I be hating. It don't never turn out well for concubines, okay? The concubine always get the short end of the stick. Read the Bible. You fuck around and be like Hagar in that wilderness. I've been telling y'all this for 4-5 years. And I ain't been telling y'all as a hater. I've been telling y'all because I don't want God to be like, why you didn't tell them that your son wasn't with the truth? I told them all the truth, Jesus. They didn't want to listen. They thought I was being a hater. I told them Jaden and John robbed liquor stores together. They came like this. They leaving like this. They is like this. Okay? They might jump me. I told them that. They didn't want to listen. Then y'all mad at me. Oh, you a hater. You want to sleep with... Oh, I know my son. I know where he's most comfortable. I know that look on his face. I know everything. And y'all need to listen sometime. Y'all don't be wanting to listen. I don't gain nothing from telling y'all the truth. If my son come tell me I want to be with a, that's what I like, that's what I'm going to marry. Hey, bro, do you. I'm going to tell you the benefits and I'm going to tell you the positives and the negatives of that. If you find out that you want to say that's me hating, that's on you. If I tell you, you ain't gonna never know until you get 3 DNA tests. And sometimes them DNA tests be wrong because they want, the welfare office want somebody to pay for these kids. Did y'all look that up? Go Google that. The welfare office been caught lying to some of these daddies because they want somebody to pay for these goddamn kids. Now, if the man got a good job and come in here and she say it's his kid, the welfare office is gonna help her. So they don't gotta pay for them kids. That's why some of these people find out 20 years from now that them kids ain't theirs. And they talking about they had a blood test when they was their kids. So do your due diligence about who you having kids with. She told you don't put your business in somebody that you not gonna be able to know if them they your kids or not. She wiped a grown man. I mean, I would wipe my husband's if he asked me to. I don't know how well I would do it, but I would definitely give it a stroke for love. I mean, that's not, maybe, people have some nasty. Back when I used to work that phone job, them people is some nasty in this world. Child, y'all remember that phone job? That was our at home job, right? Where my phone workers at? Hello, this is Valerie. Hello, this is Valerie. Y'all don't act like y'all didn't have them phone jobs. Them was the stay at home jobs, right? You clock in when your kids go to bed. You know what's going on. Y'all ain't never did no phone. Girl, I'm doing the phone. I'm supposed to be working for the people. I'm supposed to be helping the people get off, girl. They be like, Valerie, are you there? Girl, Valerie, get over here going to town. She don't give you better get it how you girl. Sometimes I get on that for work and clock out 15 minutes later. They know what's going on. Don't get on here hating. Even Jonathan Daddy worked on that phone line. Don't get on here hating. I know y'all mama worked on the phone. Okay, thank you. Whenever she had to go in a room and lock the door and you couldn't go in there and wasn't nobody in there, yes, your mama was working the phone line too. Hello, this is Valerie. Then you gotta have your black voice, your white voice, and your Mexican voice. You better be versatile. Hola, papi. When you hear the fighting for words, you hola, papi. And then when you hear that white man, you get on there. Hi, this is Valerie. How are ya? Hi, this is Valerie. Soon as they ask you where you live, oh, I can around and gave them up. You know I'm in LA. You ever been on there and you recognize the voice? Like, I'm about to call your wife. Y'all is too bougie for me. Y'all ain't worked on the phone line because y'all was really out there working on the boulevard. See, not me. I'll take my hot shower, get in my bed, and clock the kids. Be like, Mom, how we getting new school clothes, new shoes? Where you didn't go to work? Mind your business. Let's go. Get your backpack. We going to the mall. Going to the mall. We going to the mall. That's why they think I'm a hoe, because they don't never know I was phoning. My kids do not know that I was on the phone, so they'll find out with y'all today. But just know your mama was on that talking about, hi, this is Valerie too. They always tell you to make up a fake name so they don't find you. Conchita. I was Conchita for the essays. Valerie and Lucretia. Okay. Hey, this Lucretia. You hear that voice, you gotta be like, hey, boo, it's Lucretia. Pipe down, pipe down. And then when you get the white man, you gotta know, you gotta be paying attention, because some of them, they want to call and they want to talk about work. You can't be on there talking about, I don't know anything about the stock market. You gotta be resourceful. Yes, my numbers were up yesterday too. You gotta be resourceful, okay? And if you get a man on there, you gotta be like, come on now, hurry up. They teach you. Oh, they teach you. You gotta know how to work that. Your mama was on that line. Don't get on here talking about she wasn't. You know how much money we made on that phone line? I'll be on that barking and everything. There's some weirdos on that. They want some peanut butter and some barking. That's easy money. Y'all over there with your high heels on and your pumps on, walking down the boulevard. I'm in the bed eating peanut butter and barking. Yes, love is named Lucretia. Next time you meet a man, tell him your name, a black man. I'm talking about a black man. Next time you meet him, tell him your name, Lucretia. Tell him your name, Lucretia. Y'all want to hear how one of my calls go? My son's gonna be bad. Hold on. Which one y'all want me to do? The Lucretia or the Valerie? Who y'all want me to be? I mean, you gotta give it every now and then when you do the Lucretia. They love that because they know you know what that is, right, girl? The Mexican's easy. All you gotta do is you just gotta make a little cock-a-doodle-doo noise. They be done, honey. Them black boys, you gotta do too much, honey. You gotta be barking, coughing, spitting. It's just too much work, honey. I sometimes I used to just hang up on him. I don't even feel like with Lucretia today. I just hang up on him. Next caller. This is Valerie. How's the stock market looking today? Girl, then they can tip you too. Girl, they start tipping. Oh, it was game over. I didn't take none of it because you know they wasn't tipping for. And the black dudes, when they hang up on you. They feeling guilty as above. The white dudes be like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Like, you is not gonna be able to call me tomorrow. You still in the fantasy. The Mexicans be like, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Girl, you got to be versatile in life. You got to know what you're doing when you a single mom. You can't just be out there on the boulevard. Your kids gonna run and call you one day. They gonna find out about the phone job, but just know, Jonathan, your daddy worked there too. Your daddy did it too. We had to do what we had to do, honey. Especially after your daddy got them that charge, honey. We had to do what we had to do to make ends meet. And I'm sorry that y'all had to find out like this, but it's gonna be part of my comedy routine. I'm just practicing. Y'all mama worked on the phones too. Call her up as soon as we hang up this phone and ask your mama, did she work on the phone line? Don't even say the phone, just say, Mama, did you work on the phone line at home? And then if she try to deny it, be like, but you was on the phone in the middle of the night. I heard you sneaking around. I remember those commercials. Girl, my kids gonna count because they used to be sitting around talking about that phone sex. Girl, the commercial will come on and they'll start talking. Girl, I get up and go to the bathroom. Oh Lord, they used to talk so much about that phone commercial. I said, Lord, if they knew their mama was one of them workers. Girl, especially Callie, like, oh my God, that's so gross. They're gonna call and talk on the phone about what they gonna do. Your mama gonna answer, goddamn. Your mama gonna answer the phone and give them the time of their life. And that's how you gonna get them school clothes too. Them dunks. Y'all got sidekicks. All three of y'all. Yes, your mama on the phone line. Girl, what? All three of my kids. Dunks for days, sidekicks. They walking out like they looking like dealers. Driving my Mercedes Benz, and my kids was over here like we was at 10. No, your mama was on the phone line. Next caller. Gotta do what you gotta do sometime, okay? Do the best you can. Just do the best you can, okay? Daddy seen me clocking them checks, he logged on. I'm looking at him, he looking at me like, you better talk that. You be talking to me. He like, I can't do that shit, you can. He became a professional after he started cashing them checks. Jonathan goes, I swear I gotta tell everything. I left that out of the book. I don't know how I forgot that. Girl, yes, when he had got that drug, because back in the day, if you had a charge, even the grocery store would not hire you. Girl, my husband got fired from the grocery store. I said, okay, log on. Let me show you how to work these, because the old be calling too. Old is gonna call, honey. They gonna pay, they gonna tip. Girl, I was getting jealous. I said, I ain't never seen you talk like that. He was getting them 25 tips. They only gonna tip $5. Then they want to know, is you light skinned? Lucretia, is you light skinned? I'm light skinned. I got long hair. I got Indian in my family. I ain't never sold in my life. I have never. I would tell y'all like, I had the same sugar daddy for 18 years. Sugar daddy was my boyfriend. And I didn't have my sugar daddy for 6 months. So really that wasn't a sugar daddy. It was a boyfriend sugar daddy. I had one night stand. And I ain't telling y'all who it was. I ain't never slept with no night. My homegirl did though. Have you met the newest BM? I have. Yes, ma'am, I have. I don't know her, but I but I have met her before. Girl, they even made a movie about us phone workers. There was an old movie. What was the movie called, y'all? What was the movie called? You said hi to me last year. I'm just a fan. Hey, boo, hey. Why y'all say her whole family homeless? How y'all know her mama? Girl 6. There we go. It's some old on here. They go watch Girl 6. I love her too. She be talking honest. Girl, I'm gonna tell the truth. They gonna twist some of my words, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Girl 6. Yes, go watch Girl 6 and just know your mama worked on that. I don't care if she at the church house today. Your mama worked on them phones because girl, that was our influencer check. All this stuff these girls doing, girl, that was our OnlyFans on the phone, only on the phone. Spike Lee did a movie about it. Okay, see? Now go watch it and just know your mama was logged in. If you had a sidekick and some fresh dunks every month, your mama was working on that phone line too. I have never heard of it. Maybe your mama didn't do it then. I couldn't go stay over my daughter's boyfriend's house ever. Not ever. I just couldn't stay with my daughter because if my daughter is sleeping with a man, she needs to be married to him. She needs to be. I just couldn't sleep over no man's house with Callie. No, I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it. I would get a hotel because I just would not condone in my daughter fornicating and committing no type of. Yeah, no, nope. When your son's, it's a little different, but when your daughter being around, you get a little weird. I don't even think my husband would go for that. Pulled his hair? Who pulled their hair? Wait, what? I think because she grabbed his hair and pulled his head back when they were arguing on the. He lost his twitch over a girl? Oh, no, you better be lying. I ain't heard that yet. Jaden would have told me that. She would have been cracking up. See, that'll be your first sign. When it's starting with your money, out of there, out of there. That'd be the first sign God give you. If she start messing with, because we all know. And I told him already, I said, your cameraman is supposed to know when to take the camera off, turn the sound off, give you a signal. He's supposed to be your right-hand man. So the cameraman would have been fired off rip. Okay? I had my cameraman for 3 years. They do not play with me. Same camera crew, 4 years, almost 4 years now. Your cameraman gotta be like on it. And I texted him and told him that your cameraman needs to be on it. If you don't know the rules, the cameraman need to know the rules. Now, if he was over there filming Jaden and them kids, it would have been fine. It always got to go too far to the left. The people will watch Journey Pie all day. They would watch y'all. They would watch him and them kids all day because it's interesting. Tell the truth. If y'all agree, just throw a thumbs up. It is so interesting that him being a daddy is good enough for us to watch. With an occasional splashable, but he could just be a daddy. I'm gonna get some tea because they was over there at that pool party and Jaden's had us at that pool freezing, honey. I'm talking about the pool party was lit for the kids because the pool was warm. But honey, it was freezing over there. LA is cold. I gotta go before I get left. Yeah, so I told them, you don't realize we just watch the kids. We don't want to see all them weird ass. We want to see you read some bedtime stories. We want to see you cook the kids a meal. We want to see your pick up, drop off. You know, you could be like the parent of the year on Twitch. Not the drama. Like, it ain't always got to be that. We do very well on 6 Items. Just our family. We do very well on that. Just with family stuff. Real family stuff. Very proud of Chrisean. Yes, we are very proud of her. We're all very proud of her. Even Blue. Everybody's proud of her. I already been congratulated her, y'all. I already said congratulations to both of them. To her and to the other girl. I already said congratulations. Right, I agree. When you're pregnant, your emotions be a little thrown off. No, I didn't get to watch the fight, and I wasn't being a hater and not watching the fight. We was at Javon's birthday party, remember? So no, I didn't get to watch the fight, but I've seen a lot of the clips, and she did very well. She's very strong. She's very athletic. She did a great job. However, that was a very small girl, and I did not know that girl was that small, and she should not have been in that ring with her. I would have told her not to get in there. Chrisean has a very long wingspan. She has a very long wingspan, and that wasn't a smart move even for the conductors, but I think she fought a good fight either way, but that was that girl looked like a midget almost. I'm going to say she looked like a midget. She looked like I was in there giving Carter the business. So that's all I gotta say about that. I would have told her, no, don't go in there. Hold on. I would tell her, no ma'am. You said you would watch. I know, but I didn't realize that the birthday party was going to be at the same time as the fight. And when we got out of the birthday party, it was over. But she did a great job, and we're all very proud of her. Nobody has anything bad to say. She's been doing an amazing job for 6 months now, and that's usually when you can tell if somebody is changing. So I will give her that, and I'm very proud of that. For her. She just shorter. That girl's wingspan was like this. Her arm was short, her legs were short, her torso looked long, but she should not have been in the ring with Chrisean. Okay? She should definitely not have been in no ring with Chrisean. That would have been like, even like Big Lex. I don't think Chrisean should fight like Big Lex. Or Ivory's not that tall. But that was like, we don't want to see Big Lex fight Chrisean. That's like Summer, and that looked like Summer and Big Lex. I don't want to see that. She couldn't even punch. When somebody keep you at bay the whole time like that, wingspan way too long. But she did a good job. She kept fighting until the end. But that little girl was too small. Now y'all know my son shouldn't have been fighting that big dude either. I never fought Chrisean. Ever. I just woke up on the ground. I think he should fight Blue's brother. That's what I think. This Karlissa page, she could say whatever she wants to whoever. Thank you, girl. Tell them. Start telling them. Yes, we all love Holy Hands. She did her thing. Now, can y'all go away? Can y'all go away now? Never positive in these comments. Girl, they didn't come to be positive. They came for the tea. I hope you and Rock can be cool in the future. Girl, y'all know that girl was way too small. Stop acting now. Come on now. Come on now. I never even knew she was that short. Is she even 5 feet? How tall was the girl? Chrisean is like 5'9". 5'8", 5'9". Her and Callie is like, yeah, 5'8", 5'9". That girl was like, I bet you she was like 4. Why didn't they tell us her height at first? I think she was like 4'9", 5 feet. It was like somebody mama and somebody kid in there. We don't gotta stop mentioning nobody. We can mention whoever we want to. It's a public platform, and she's a public figure. And we all watched clips of the fight, and we all want to talk about the fight. Now, if we was talking about her or the baby, that would be something different. But if you don't like what we talking about, check them out. We didn't ask you to be here. We don't give a about y'all. Get off the live. You're not finna come tell us what we can and can't talk about on this live. If it was a public fight, we talked about my son's fight, right? We talking about boxing. Chrisean is not 5'6". I'm 5'6". No, ma'am. That girl's not 5'4". Stop lying. Okay, so they was 5'4" and 5'6". Okay. 5'6" and 5'3". That makes a little more sense. But Chrisean is taller than 5'6" for sure. Y'all just gonna start guessing. We'll figure it out though. I think she was too much for her. Even Chrisean probably feels like that girl was too small for me. One day she'll come out and just be like, yeah, it was a good first opponent to get your feet wet, but I'm pretty sure as a boxer, you're going to want to box someone in your category. Even as a professional boxer, you're going to want to box somebody in your category. I thought Rock was 5'9". Okay, I know Tasiki is like 5'8", 5'9", and they literally like a buck apart, so I don't know, but her fans know better than us, honey. They the ones told her to do everything she been doing. They know everything, honey. Okay, she said bye, so let's make sure she can't come back. She a man? That was not no man. Oh, she wrestled men, my bad. Yeah, she definitely had like the arms, the muscles and stuff, but then once you seen the fight and her arm only extended out, like, I'm not calling her a midget, I'm just saying, like, that arm did not just extend out long enough. Let's say she 5'3", 155. And Rock is like 5'7", 5'8". She's going to want a better candidate for the next one. So that was a great first fight. She's going to want a better candidate the next one. So they don't have room to say nothing. Dre is boxing too. Dre is boxing too, guys. She asked me, where's Dre? He's boxing too. He's probably at the gym. Mayweather is short. And he fights people like Manny Pacquiao, like people his height. Like, you don't be fighting like... I mean, it's really hard for a tall person, like, especially if they're both skilled athletes. Like, look at Muhammad Ali and, like, the guy he bit on the ear. He just got so frustrated he couldn't get in there because it's like the weight, the height was just... It didn't even make sense for him to take that fight. But, I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do to get the money. But when Mike Tyson fought people that was in his, you know, his, at least even an inch, 2 inch, but 4 inches is crazy. That's like Summer and Big Lex. Like how, I mean, Big Lex is the only person probably on that show that she should even be allowed to get into a fight with is like 2 or 3 people. She's just so tall. Blueface is, the person that Blueface boxed or fought was completely out of his weight bracket. They should not, they would, in a professional ring, they wouldn't even be allowed in there together. They wouldn't even be allowed in there together. And even still, with him being that big, he still never ever knocked him down with no punch. Chrisean literally punched the girl's head down to the ground like a kid, like somebody was fighting a kid. That looked horrible. That's why y'all saying it looked like it was fake, because that looked horrible. Jaden outdid herself with the birthday party. Girl, one thing you can count on is Jaden and the party people, honey. She gonna tear that down. That's her thing. She needs to be a party planner. That's her gift, and she should be doing that with, you know, kids. She should be doing kids' parties. Big Lex is scared of Tasiki. Glad to hear Dre's boxing. I can see him doing well. Chrisean won that money. Yes, that's all that matters is she got that check. They both got a check, right? That's all that matters is they get their checks. I didn't see your comment, baby. I just seen you say, I am so far from a hater. I'm her biggest congratulator. I helped her sign her first Baddies check deal, okay? I negotiated that for her. Nobody wants to see her win more than I do. She even knows that. I instructed her. Did y'all see my interview that I did with Chrisean at the beginning? I gave her clear instructions on how to win. I always want you to win. All of y'all. Especially if you came across this family. If you don't end up winning and you came across this family, you can't win. You just can't win. Yeah, all of my kids have all been athletic their whole life. All Division 1 and 2 scholarships. All have looks. All had looks. All made top 1 ESPN. I love sports. I love being a sports mom too. And now I'm doing it with my grandkids. I would never go. Do you see how fine I am? Why the would I fight somebody? I got a whole husband who pay every single bill I got. Why the would I fight for some money? I would go outside and Uber before I let somebody fight me for some money at this age. Now, maybe back when I was y'all age, maybe. But fight in my 50s? You crazy? What I look like with a black eye up here? Having to squint from the sun. No, ma'am. We all graduated high school over here. Yes, ma'am. And I graduated college. And so did my mother and my father. I mean, Blue gonna get a paternity test, period. I mean, he's learning now that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to get one of them with whoever you with. Just comes with the celebrityship. And she said she was gonna give him one, so we gonna find out, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. My weekends are full every weekend. I got my grandkids every weekend. I don't got no time to train, box, fight, none of that. I don't know how these other women got time either. Okay, I don't got no time for that. God made sure he moved her from your family. Amen. Right, fighting at 50 is crazy. Like, why would we even want to? Why would... I'm sorry, I'm just never going to be that desperate. Never. No, ma'am. Now, I will if I have to. If somebody put their hands on me, I will if I have to. But I'm not signing up. I'm not signing up. No, ma'am. I am not signing up. Your son lost fair and square. You know how many fights my son done lost? My son been fighting since he was 5 years old. He done came home with a lot of black eyes and a lot of busted lips, okay? My son grew up in Los Angeles, California. We don't give about no loss. You get up and you fight another day. Girl, he don't give a if he lose all of them. He'll still fight. I'm messy as hell, I know. It's scripted though, it's scripted. Did Jay get a paternity test? No, ma'am. No, ma'am, we didn't need no paternity test. We didn't need one. I knew them was my babies. I knew when they was coming, and I knew when they was getting made. When I said he looked like me, y'all got mad and said, because y'all said I look slow, and I said he looked like me, remember? So I ain't answering that for y'all to get mad all over again. Nobody should be boxing in their 50s. Yeah, I think the cutoff is like 40, ain't it? What's the cutoff for boxing? Y'all tell us. How long can you box? I'm trying to see something. Karlissa was right about Chrisean and Nevaeh, and mothers know. How many grandkids you got? I got 6 and 2 step grandkids. I have 6 boys and 2 girls so far. They was all planned, except for one, I think. They was all planned. Did they ever pay Blue for that fight? I can't tell y'all. I love all my grandkids. You was about to get in the paint with Tokyo. That was not for a check, and that was not for any type of any. That was only to. I'm gonna defend myself for sure, but just know that was there's nothing scripted about that because I wouldn't sign up for it. But if she was gonna get over there and do all of that, she was gonna get all of this. Who's 10 years old?
All right, so we heard what Karlissa had to say. So what do y'all think about, her thoughts regarding this John Doe that's come forward? Do you all agree that both possible fathers should be supporting Nevaeh right now? Buying her donuts and such until they find out the paternity of the baby? Or do you all think that maybe, the baby is Blueface's baby and there is no need for a DNA test? But, I mean, with these latest developments and him catching her in those lies, I don't know if she's being 100% honest with him. What do y'all think about Karlissa's take on Chrisean's boxing match with Zenith? Guys, let me know your thoughts and thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.